I'm back. I am starting to study for my LCSW exam. Like, Anna, you did not know that a calprint hydro drug existed? You were not disappointed that you cannot get it. But I kind of was, and I kind of still am. It was really cute. Strawberry kombucha, and then also I got this Awala because I've been wanting a new water bottle. Nothing feels crazier than walking out of the establishment and it's still fully daylight outside. All of a sudden I felt something on my back. A goat had jumped up on my back. We will talk all about camp, but I do plan on transforming first. Like, I haven't even showered yet. Like, I literally just walked in the door and I wanted to start this little weekend vlog because it's going to be a fun weekend vlog. But Zach just picked me up from camp. I'm back. It's my last outfit of the day. Campy camp. I am in such desperate need of a shower and I'm so looking forward to showering like without my shower shoes on, showering without like having to rush so that someone can shower after me, showering without it being like past midnight, being able to wash my hair. I'm excited for all of those things. Camp was a blast if you're wondering at all, if you're worried at all. It was absolutely incredible. I had the best week. And I'll share some like stories and stuff that I did in a little bit. But today's Friday, so it's Friday at 2 p.m. is when I'm getting home, which is kind of nice because then that means I have like a little bit extra longer of a weekend, just a few hours. The main priorities today are the shower and getting started on laundry because I feel disgusting. But welcome back. Welcome back from camp. I missed y'all. You won't have missed me because there's been uploads I didn't miss an upload, but I missed y'all. We'll talk more later. Not know it by looking at me, but I actually have been out and about. I've left the house today and then just came back, showered, and now I'm back in bed. I'm pushing through. I slept really, really well last night and I woke up more tired today, which I think just makes sense because I was still kind of like wired full of adrenaline yesterday. So I woke up more tired today than I was yesterday, but I want to talk to you about camp. If you didn't watch last video, then you might have no context, but I went to a summer camp for a week and I was a cabin counselor for 9 13-year-old girls, hence the tiredness and hence the lost voice that's getting better. But I had the absolute time of my life. I loved it. I feel like I got kind of sentimental like all throughout the week, honestly, because I went to camps growing up as a kid and I think I just kind of assumed that like my camp life was done, even though I loved summer camps, but just because I haven't had like reason to go to one. And it was so fun being back in like a cabin and just being like disconnected from the outside world and just like surrounded by people that I did not know going into it, which was nerve-wracking. But like by 2 days in, I felt like I just knew so well because you spend 24 hours every single day together. Like I cannot imagine that I didn't know them before this week. I had several goals going in, or like vibes that I wanted. One of my goals was to have a s'more. I had 2 s'mores. We had like campfires. There were lots and lots of camp activities. My girls did like so many different activities. I did not do all of them because like some of them obviously like with time constraints and stuff, I was prioritizing having the campers go, but like they zip lined, they rock climbed. There was lots of like farm things. There were goats. There were baby goats. I saw a 5-day-old baby goat. There was one goat that whenever I was there, I was like brushing it. It was like a very social goat. Some of the other ones weren't so sure, but this goat was like coming up, really loved being brushed. So I was like brushing this goat and I was like, oh my gosh, this would be a perfect picture. So I bent down to take like a selfie with the goat that I was brushing. And when I did that, all of a sudden I felt something on my back and I thought that it was like one of my girls behind me, just like touching my shoulders or something. So I was like, that's weird. But then I felt it moving. A goat had jumped up on my back. It was like on my shoulders. And it was very funny to me. It was very funny. I've never had a goat do that to me before. It was just hanging out. Like it was just chilling. I stood there for as long as I could, but eventually I had to stand up because I was just like bent over. But so that was very cute. I paddle boarded. I like went out on the lake and paddle boarded. I fished. It was just like off the dock and it was literally just like a stick with the line and hot dog bun on the hook to catch it. But I caught 1 bluegill and I caught 1 catfish. That was the fish that I really wanted. Like out of the ones that they had the lake stocked with, I wanted a catfish and I got one. So I was very excited for that. One of my my girls, in the 1 hour that we were fishing, caught 24 fish, which is like, she was just really just pulling them out. And everyone was fishing like around the same area. So there were lots of hooks in the water, and somehow the fish like just kept coming to her hook. She was amazing. So we did that. There was a dance, which was so fun. There was a talent show. Like, I just don't know how to sum it up. It was such a good week, and I am planning on going back for as long as I can feasibly. It's a really great opportunity, and I'm so like glad that I'm able to like volunteer to do this, but then still get like paid time for it. I mentioned it in the last video, but basically I just get like a week's worth of wages for the time that I was at camp, because it's volunteer to do it. Like, you get to choose to do it if you want to, but then I got like 5 days basically PTO. So I wasn't paid for like every hour that I was there since I was staying the night. Like, it was a 24/7 thing for 7 days, but I got like my regular week's worth of wage, which is incredible. It truly was just so wonderful. And I was honestly worried going in, like, will I get too tired? Like, will I be able to keep up? Like, am I still gonna like camp as much? Like, am I just gonna miss my own bed? You know, like, I don't know, like get tired of showering with shower shoes. Like, I think I was worried that I'd like grown out of camp, sort of. I have not grown out of camp. I think I will love camp till the day I die. So it was an absolutely incredible time, and I really loved it. I feel so lucky for it. I was looking forward to it going in, but I also like just didn't quite feel like it was a real thing, I feel like, until I was there. And like I said, just it's so wonderful. It's so weird thinking that like that was my whole past week, but then like I'll be going back to work like regular on Monday. But we're getting there. We are getting there. Moving on to like things upcoming in life ahead, because I've had my wild past like 2 months, and we're kind of starting to change that a bit. I need to tone it down a little bit, but I have a lot coming up in life. Number one, like, new priority that is coming up is that I am starting to study for my LCSW exam, which is the licensed clinical social worker exam, and it is like the highest level of licensure that I can get. I am technically now eligible to apply. I just wasn't at work last week, so I haven't like finished up getting all of the papers together because I had to wait until June to be eligible. In Georgia, you need 3,000 working hours, 3 years post-grad, like since you got your degree working, and also 120 hours of supervision. I officially have all of those things, which is, I also can't quite believe that. So this upcoming week is when I'm gonna get my application like all together, all finished, and hopefully send it off, which is very exciting, which also means that I'm gonna start studying. I do need to study because coming out of grad school for my first exam, a lot of things were just like more accessible in my mind because I had just learned them. So I could like recall more without necessarily studying. And I did take, I'll talk more about this in the like actual when I'm getting down to it. I did take a practice exam the Saturday that I left for camp, like in the morning, and I got a 108 on it, which is actually more than I thought I would. Passing rates are anywhere between 98 to 113 depending on the test. So like a 108 was likely a passing score, but also I felt very unconfident in it, and I want to go into my exam feeling very confident, especially because it costs, like it's expensive. So I would love to just be like a one take wonder. Obviously we'll just see if I can do that, but I do want to start studying for it. And so I have this like whole schedule planned out for the studying that I gave myself this weekend to come back from camp. Like I knew I'd have YouTube work to get caught up on. I edited a whole video yesterday. So we're not starting the studying this weekend, but this upcoming week we are starting it. And so this weekend, what I wanted to do was just like start practicing time blocking again, because I think that's going to be how I'll be successful at the studying and for this test, so just being very purposeful about it, sticking to a schedule, studying through everything. It is a little weird right now because since I haven't even sent in my application yet, I don't at all know when I'll be taking the test, because I have to send in my application and then the board meets only once a month to review them. So my goal is to be reviewed at the July board meeting. That's my goal. So hopefully like sometime mid to late July, I'll hear that I've been approved to sit for my exam, and then I'll be able to schedule the exam. And then that'll kind of depend on like when there's availabilities, also how ready I'm feeling. So I'm hoping by starting to study now, even though it feels weird because I don't know how long it is till the exam, by the time I'm approved to sit for it, I'll know better of like how much longer I need, or if I can really just do like as soon as possible, which I remember from a few years ago whenever I was doing my associate level exam, I got approved in August, and when I was looking at exam times, it was like there was an exam time that was like 2 days away from when I got approved, which was not going to happen for me, and there was also one that was like in December. So thankfully like I kept checking, and eventually one in October opened up and I switched to that one, but I just remember it being a little funky with like the availability times, so I just kind of want to be prepared for anything. However, that all being said, I made my time blocking for this weekend before I even went to camp. So now that I'm back, I kind of want to fix things a little bit, because as can be expected, a few things like have changed of course, since I did this weeks ago. Okay, so this was yesterday, drive home from camp, laundry and reset. Zach, this was the cutest thing. I genuinely almost teared up at it. I was getting ready to put my laundry in the washing machine because I just knew, like, getting home from camp, you have so much laundry, like, you need everything washed. Zach was like, let me do it. And he did all my laundry yesterday. Oh my gosh, it was so sweet. I'll still leave that there though, because then honestly, I did spend like the rest of the evening editing the video that in my time is gonna post tomorrow because I didn't have that. And so I did finish that. I still need to do the thumbnail for it, but that's about it. And then I ended up going to bed. So I actually did not read. So I'll take that out. And then today is already different because honestly, it's like very different. The things we did this morning were we went to get an oil change and we got back at like about 10. No, it was like 10:30. 10:30. I'm gonna say oil change, but it was fun because while they were doing the oil change, we went to Hell Yeah Gluten Free, and we also went to Dancing Goats Coffee, and I got the iced ube latte, which was so good. Last year, whenever they had it for their summer special, the only time I got it hot, and so you couldn't see the purple because it was in the hot cup. That was dumb of me. This time was fine. Okay, so Dancing Goats is what we did then. The other thing that I did not know about that is now on the schedule for today, I think it'll go probably till about 9, is we're gonna go to a drag show tonight, like dinner and drag, with some of Zach's work people. I'll put that as my fun color. So that's tonight, but I'm glad that I left myself like wiggle room in this weekend. I'm really glad I did that. And then around 2:30 or 3, we're gonna go help a friend carry in a couch because she's getting a couch and is like getting it in the U-Haul and everything, but just needs help getting it to her apartment. And I mean, Zach's gonna help her. Help with couch. Okay, so those are the things. I'm ending up not laying out today. I could still read, but I'm not laying out. We're gonna go work out before the couch. So I think we're gonna plan for maybe like 1 to 2 and then just kind of walk on the treadmill until my friend's ready. Whoopsies. Until my friend's ready for us to go to her couch because she lives nearby. And that way, like her driving time, getting back home and stuff, like it's just more flexible. I do still need to do some YouTube work because I need to do that thumbnail. And then honestly, it's just the thumbnail. So I don't think I need the full hour and a half. I think I thought maybe I'd have some like leftover editing or something to do, but I don't. So help with couch around there. We'll put YouTube work for 3:30. I need to verify my card at the library. I got it's like, how many details do you need? I don't know. How many details is too many details for a story? I have a library card with one county and I don't live in that county anymore, but I still like have the card because it has not expired. I was able to renew it, but I want a card in the actual county that I live because then the actual physical locations of the library are closer to me. Like on Libby, it's nice to have just like as many cards as you can because then you can just use them all. But for actual picking up physical books and things, I would rather do that at libraries that are closer to me. I have just been driving further whenever I have been picking up physical books, but I would love to have it just closer to me. So I've applied for their like temporary card, but I need to go in and I think show proof of residence. I need to figure out what I need to show so that I can bring it, but I think I'll just do that like on the way to working out maybe. I think that'll be good, which means that right now at 11, I have a chunk of time. I'm gonna scoot housework down, and that's just things like I'm trying to be more consistent instead of having to do big chunks of time. Like I'm gonna start working housework into just like more things. That's the plan. But I'll do that like this evening before getting ready for lips. I think that'll be good. And then right now it's 11:09. I'm still talking to you, but we'll do about an hour of reading because I would love to do that. I haven't read in a long time since I've been at camp. Okay. And then, for the workout, we're going to do legs today. I left that just saying workout because I wasn't sure where we'd pick back up, but leg. Perfect. Okay. And then tomorrow, I think it is safe to assume that I'm going to work out in the morning. There's not much scheduled for tomorrow, which is lovely. And then we'll grocery shop after that. Again, I don't think there's actually going to be YouTube work for me to do because I've already edited the video. So like I'll have to through this week to edit this video for next week, all of that. But I don't think I actually need to do that, which is pretty wonderful. And then my plan too is like while I'm doing housework, I can like listen to audiobook. I think we can go for the full 2 hours tomorrow. And then after that, walk and read. And then after that, lay out and read. And then I think that's wonderful. I think that's a good weekend. It's like I'm getting back in the hang of time blocking, but I'm not having to do just like so much. Because I mean, if you want like a little sneak peek at the upcoming days to come. Oh wait, that's next weekend. Like this is Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday to come, like early workouts. And then I'm starting my sections while also trying to be good with like habits and things. Like you see, I'm trying to do like my stretch and mobility, like read every night, even while I'm doing my studying, like still do like little spurts of housework. So we're trying it out. Obviously those upcoming things will be in like the upcoming week vlog, not this week vlog, but I think this was kind of needed just to see what I've got going on and when and can adjust it. I think the only other thing I'm gonna do is just like fill in the workouts to actually be our workout split again, since now that I'm back, I can figure that out more. And then I'll start reading so that I can get like an hour or so in before we work out and do the rest of the afternoon. Foods haul. Got a strawberry kombucha after workout, and we're on our way now to go help Adri with her couch. Strawberry kombucha, and then also I got this Awala because I've been wanting a new water bottle, and I ordered an Awala literally like 2 hours ago, but this one was on super sale at Whole Foods, and so I tried to cancel my order, and I like left a voicemail to cancel my order, and I got this one just in case. So we'll see if I'm getting 2 Awalas, but I at least have one. First Awala. Love. In true Atlanta fashion, we got a little stuck in a little standstill on the way to help carry out the couch. It was like on the frontage road next to the interstate, so it truly was like one way. There was no outlet. I don't know what was happening in front to where we were stuck and nothing was moving, but nothing was moving. And so delivering the couch took a little longer and was a little warmer than we thought it was. Or not delivering, like my friend was ahead of us in the U-Haul, and so we just like helped get out the old couch and then put the new couch in and then dispose of the old couch. But also by we, I mostly mean Zach, because yesterday when she texted and she was like, hey, are you available tomorrow to help me with a new couch if I get a new couch? Because she was getting it off Facebook Marketplace. And I was like, yes. And I know that really you're wanting Zach. And so yes, he is available too. And he can be there. So it was good. She has a new couch. However, we also are going to Lips at 6 and it's 4:30, or like our seating is at 6 and it's 4:30 right now. So I kind of thought there'd be more time between these two activities. However, I likely will be showering and then just getting ready so that I just am ready. And then I'll definitely have time to sit, but like there's not as much time between these two activities as I thought there was going to be. I'm going to get basically 2 meals at Lips because it's, like I said, drag dinner, and so it's dinner and a show, and so like dinner is kind of mandatory with the ticket, but Zach can't eat there because he has celiac and they are not allergen friendly, not at all. And whenever we went for my bachelorette party, one of my girls also couldn't eat there because she also has celiac, like a literal allergy, and she was like, oh, that's fine, like I just won't eat, like whenever they were taking the orders. And she was still like willing to pay the full price and everything, but she just like wasn't going to get food, and they were like, that's dumb of you to not get food if you're still paying the same price. And she was like, okay, but I can't eat it. And they were like, well, then you shouldn't be here. And she was like, oh, okay. So she just ended up getting food and giving it to someone else. And so to avoid that situation today, Zach's just gonna get me a meal. I'm excited to see like how it's the same versus how it's different than when we went in January, but I'll show you my outfit whenever I'm getting ready, and probably the next time I see you we will be at Lips. Nothing feels crazier than leaving after like crazy night out. Oh, is it one way in and one way out? Nothing feels crazier than walking out of the establishment and it's still fully daylight outside. Except actually brighter than when we went in because it stopped raining. Zach, how do you how do you review your first Lips experience?
That was great.
That was a lot of fun.
My ears hurt.
Yeah, ears hurt, hearing is shot, voice was not fully 100 yet to go back again. Oh look, there's some for our queens. Little smoke break. But it was fun. was not at all the perfect day to lay out, which almost made me not do it because, I mean, it was pretty outside, but it wasn't like layout weather. But I was thinking through the fact that I'm going to be at work for 40 hours this week, and that one of those days I'm definitely going to wish that I was like laying out in the sun. So I was like, so I might as well just go ahead and lay out in the sun. So it actually was good, and I did make some progress on my book, which I feel pretty good about. I'm kind of slow moving through my book right now, but I'm liking it. I'm reading The Summer of Monkeys. It's a middle grade book that I read when I was in like 5th grade, and this is like my year of rereads. This is my year of like childhood rereads. But the remaining things today, thankfully, are not that many, but are things that I would really like to do. Number one is get my desk all prepared for the studying that I'm about to start, because starting tomorrow, and these will be like in all the future vlogs, I have a pretty, not like strict, but like a pretty regimented study schedule coming up for my clinical social work exam. And so I just really want to be so super prepared and good about that. And so I'm going to be having, it's not every single day, but it's scheduled out blocks of time, lots of time after work that I will be devoting to studying. And so I just want to have the desk just ready to go so that tomorrow, whenever I get home from work, like it can be my just sit down, be ready. I'll talk through some of the details, I think, as I'm studying, but I think I'll try to do like most content also once I'm taking my exam, because I don't actually know what's going to be helpful until I take it. Like I could tell you all I'm doing, but I don't know if it's going to be helpful or not. So we'll kind of see how that plays out, but I will talk about it. I will tell you like what I'm up to as that starts tomorrow. And then I also am going to start an audiobook and just set a timer and go around the apartment doing things that can get done. These are like a few things like, I mean, even like refolding my pants drawer so that it's more organized in there is like something I want to do. So like things like that, also with even just like wiping down the bathroom counter, like things that are more weekly chores that we just haven't had a good routine of since we've been gone and then came back and then I was gone again and now I'm back. So I just want to like walk around and just like see what, I don't know, calls out to me to get done. And I think I'm gonna set, let's see, I don't know what time it is right now. It's 5 right now. So I think I'm gonna set a 2-hour timer to do that. And I may take a break and like pause the timer to eat dinner in a little bit, but start with the desk, do the timer. The things I didn't tell you about this morning, I started with YouTube work so that I could get like the thumbnail and title and everything all ready to go for the video that uploaded today. And then we went to the gym. It was chest and buys, and I worked really hard. I pushed heavy for chest and buys, or what felt like heavy. And then we went grocery shopping, got a lot of good coupons, got a lot of the like little yellow sticker reduced price items. I love those items. A really good grocery haul, I feel like, heading into the week. But groceries, and then that's when I got home and then laid out, and then now we're here. There's been some like laying around the apartment that has also happened in the meantime, but now we're here and I'm gonna go get the desk space all ready, because this is the first time here that I'll have like really been using the desk like a desk. So I'm excited for it. the blocked time doing little chores, I think was the best thing that I could have done for myself today. I do think that there's always a part of me that doesn't do things because I think it's going to take me forever, but seeing the amount that I could get done just in that amount of time, I feel like was really encouraging because like I refolded the drawers that I just haven't been doing. We're able to like vacuum, like deep clean this bathroom so it just feels like nice and wonderful and clean again. Like I did the entryway. Like there were just so many things that could get done in this amount of time, which felt really great. And then also I just did the inaugural fill up of my new Owala. I think I like mentioned a little bit this, but I did not tell you everything. Basically, because I know you care. This has been my go-to water cup for the past year and a half, a little bit more than a year and a half, 2 years. And it's been really great. I've loved it. It's a hydro jug. It is, however, its wear and tear is happening in this grippy part around the top where it's kind of getting sort of string cheesy. And it's just not really the vibe anymore since it's like kind of falling apart. So I'd been looking up because I was trying to decide if I just wanted to get another hydro jug or if I wanted to get a different go-to water cup. You know, really big, little game-changing, life-changing things here. I was looking up like on Owala. I was looking at Stanley's. I don't really want a Stanley because of the straw. And then I was going to look at Hydro Jug, and it just so happened whenever I went onto the Hydro Jug website, it was literally less than 60 seconds away from this like huge drop, I guess, that they've been leading up to. And so like the website was closed down and it was like counting down. And I was like, oh my gosh, this is like perfect. Like what great timing. I had no idea. So I like went to their Instagram really quick to see like what was dropping. And it was this like off to the rodeo, I think was what the drop was called. And it had several different prints. And so for about 5 minutes of my life, I just like so happened to get on the website and I was really trying for a cow print hydro jug that honestly was really cute, but sold out before I could get one, despite me being there literally as they were dropping. And then I felt disappointed about it and I really had to check myself because I was like, Anna, you did not know that a cow print hydro jug existed. You have not been part of the hype. You did not plan to be here for this drop. Like you are not disappointed that you cannot get it. But I kind of was, and I kind of still am. It was really cute. So then anyways, I made a purchase off of the Owala website is what I ended up doing. And I got their big bottle because this is 40 some ounces, 40 fluid ounces. And then the one that I think I got from Owala, I don't remember what it was, but I got like a pink and little mint bottle. And then I even got like one of the little, I don't know, like rubbery things that goes at the bottom to protect it. And I made the purchase online. And then it just so happened that whenever we went to Whole Foods that same day, this one was there for $18, which was really cheap. $18, no shipping. It's a smaller size, so it's not like perfectly comparable between the two. But my entire purchase from the Owala website was, I think, $60, which is a lot for like one water bottle, but it was the big one. It was shipping, like it was just all this stuff. So I was like, $18. Okay, let's get this one. So I got this one, and then I left a voicemail on their customer service asking to cancel the order because there's no way to just like cancel it online. It's not been shipped. It's not fulfilled. I left a voicemail, and then today I emailed too to hopefully cancel the order. And I guess if it comes down to it and I have to like pay return shipping once I get it, that still will end up being cheaper than this guy. And I mean, it's cute. Like I got pink anyways. It was a different shade of pink. It was kind of like this light pink as the one that I had chosen. So anyways, that's the story of my water. I'm getting ready to get ready for bed. And then I'll have a great, wonderful week this week. I'm going to do though, Peace Out sent me this mask. It's an overnight biocollagen recovery mask. So I'm gonna put this on. It says, need a skin rescue, revitalize while you rest. Peace out stressed skin. And I feel like that's the perfect way to end the like get back to regular life weekend that we've had. And really coming up, we are like locking in grind time with all of my study scheduling and everything that's coming up. This week is going to be a big week, or it should be. Hopefully it'll be. I mean, for one, I'm going back to work after not being there, but then for two, I have all my application stuff that it'll be a big week. So make sure you're subscribed. Make sure you like this video. If you're watching till right now, put this emoji in the comments so that I know who the real ones are. I love you, and I'll